Good afternoon, children. Welcome to today's class. Let us start with the next chapter. As we have finished in geometry, the next chapter is in your second semester reader, that is chapter 7. Okay. Now, there is a child named Mary and a sister Janu. Yes? Think there are two girls here. One is Mary, another is Janu. She is her sister. They had for their breakfast dosas. Okay? They had dosas for their breakfast. Mary had two dosas and she had half of it. She had 2.5 dosas. Whereas Janu, her sister, she had one dosa and she had a quarter of it. Yes? So, how much did Mary have? Mary had 2 and she had half. How do you write half? Half. How do you represent half in numbers? We write half as 1 by 2. That is, one full dosa is, if it is made into 2 half, one part of it she has had. So she has had 2.5 dosas. Now, here her sister had 1 and a quarter. How do you represent quarter? 1 and it is one piece of the dosa, that is, if a dosa is made into 4 equal parts, one part of it is done. So it is 1 by 4. Yes? So Mary had 2.5, Janu had 1 and quarter. Now what does this 1 by 2 mean? 1 by 2 or 1 by 4? These are the fractions. Yes? The chapter here we are going to learn now is about the fractions. Okay? So that is the heading of the chapter. That is fractions. In your 5th standard, you have learned about fractions. Do you remember? Look, that is the heading of the chapter, that is fractions. We are going to learn about fractions. Now, we saw that half, quarter, we can write some more fractions. All these are called fractions. 3 by 4, 4 by 9, 6 by 8, 12 by 5, 13 by 6. All these are called fractions. So what does this fraction mean? Fraction is a part of a whole. A part of a whole. Now I'll show you. Here is the dosa which I showed you. If the dosa is divided into 2 equal parts, this is one part, this is the other part. So the dosa is made into 2 equal parts. Out of that, one of the piece she had, so it is 1 by 2. So this is a fraction. The same dosa, if it is made into 4 equal parts, and if she has had 3 parts out of it. So how many parts it is made into? It is made into 4 parts. Out of that she had 3 parts. So it is 3 by 4. Okay. This is called a fraction. Now let us see what does that mean. Now, a number is written like this. Suppose you take it as 2 by 5. The number which is written on the top of a line, that is 2, this is called a numerator. And the number which is written below, it's called a denominator. It's called denominator. Together, 2 by 5 is a fraction. Yes, fraction has two parts. The part on the top of the line is numerator. The part which is written below is called a denominator. Now, I'll show you. Suppose you take a circle. It is divided into how many parts? It's divided into 8 equal parts. In that, three parts are selected. So, how many parts it has got totally? It has got 8 parts. Out of that, we have selected 3. So, it is 3 by 8. This is the fraction which is shaded. The fraction which is not shaded, can you tell? How many parts are left out without shading? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 parts is not shaded out of totally 8. This is as equal to how you get your marks. Out of 10, suppose you have scored 5 marks, that is 5 by 10. If you have scored 7 marks out of 10, that is 7 by 10. Or if you have scored 10 out of 10, even this is a fraction. All these are called fractions. I'll show you some more examples where you can show the fractions. Hope it's clear, children. Now, I'll draw another figure. Now look here. Here. So totally it has got how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It has got 12 parts. Out of that, I am going to shade some of the parts. It should be always divided into equal parts. Then only we can represent it as a fraction. Now look, how many parts are shaded here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 parts is shaded out of 12. So the fraction is 5 by 12. If I ask you how many parts are not shaded, write the fraction of the parts which is not shaded. Then look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it is 7 by 12 is the fraction which is not shaded. I hope it is so. You understood? So a fraction has two parts. One is numerator and the other is denominator. They are written together, then they are called as fractions. Yes? I'll show you another figure. There is a triangle. I am going to represent another triangle here. Look here. They are not equal. They should be equal. Now look here. We have got totally 4 parts. Is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of that I am going to shade only 1. So will you represent it? 1 by 4. So 1 out of 4 is shaded. This is the representation. Now, this is how we see the fractions. Now we will learn about the types of fractions. We know what is fraction now. Now let us see what do you mean by how many types of fractions are there and what are they. Yes, let us move on to the types of fractions. Types of fractions. In that, the first one we'll see if a number has got the numerator less than the denominator. Look here denominator is greater and numerator is smaller. Now look here, another example, 2 by 7, 15 by 80, 17 by 92, whatever may be. If the denominator is greater than the numerator, then such type of fractions are called, can you tell? Such type of fractions are called proper fractions. They are called proper fractions. So, the fractions which has got the numerator lesser than the denominator, such fractions are called proper fractions. Now let us see the next type of fraction. The next type, the second type of fractions, let us see. The second type of fraction is the opposite of proper fraction. How we have learnt about proper fraction? Opposite of it is the next fraction, that is called improper fraction. It's called what? Improper fraction. Let us see how is it. As I told you, the denominator will be smaller than the numerator. Now look here, 15 by 8 or 24 by 3 or 16 by 7, or you can take 97 by 12. All these are improper fractions. Also, if the numbers are same, suppose you have got 25 out of 25, even this is a improper fraction. All these are called improper fractions. Proper fraction is always less than 1, whereas improper fraction will be more than 1. Let us see the next type of fraction, that is the third type of fraction. What it is, let us see. We have learnt about proper, improper. Now let us see the next one. The next one is third one, that is mixed fractions. What do you mean by mixed fractions? Let us see. If you have a whole number, what are whole numbers? You know, from 0 all the counting numbers are called whole numbers. You have a whole number. 2 is a whole number, is it or not? And a proper fraction with it. That is, suppose you think 2 by 5. Together it is called mixed fraction. It is read as 2 by 5. We don't write it as 2 by 5 like this. It's 22 by 5. We represent 2 separately. 2 is a whole number. You can write little bit bigger. 2 by 5. Yes? Or you can write anything like this. 7 1 by 2. 6 8 by 9. All these are called mixed fraction. Mixed fraction have got a whole number and a proper fraction. Such type of fractions are called mixed fraction. These are the three types of fractions. Yes, we have learnt about the three types of fractions. That is what I've learned? Proper fraction, improper fraction, and mixed fraction. These are the types of fractions. I'll tell you again. Proper fraction has the denominator is greater than the numerator. So, this is a proper fraction. Here improper fraction has got denominator is lesser than the numerator. Mixed fraction has got a whole number and a proper fraction with that. So, that is called a mixed fraction. These are the three types of fractions. Now, let us learn the conversion. Proper fraction cannot be converted to anything, but the improper fraction can be converted to mixed fraction. Also, the mixed fraction can be converted to improper fraction. Let us learn together. That is improper fraction to mixed fraction. How to convert them? Let us learn now. Convert. Yes. Now, for example, take for example 9 by 2. Is this an improper fraction? Let us see how to convert this improper fraction to mixed fraction. 9 by 2 is nothing but 9 divided by 2. So, 9 divided by 2. Let us divide now. 2 is the divisor here. 9 is the dividend. Let us divide. Now 2 4s is 8. Is it or not? 8. What is the remainder? Remainder is 1. Yes. Now here what do we get here? This is a quotient. Is it or not? This is the quotient. What is this called? It is the remainder. And what is this? It is the divisor. Is it or not? So, quotient, remainder and divisor we have got. Now, this 9 by 2 which is an improper fraction, we will convert it into mixed fraction. I will show you how to write it. Quotient. What did we get? Quotient 4. 4 is the whole number here. You know mixed fraction has got a whole number. So, 4 is the whole number here. Next we will come down remainder. Remainder is the numerator of the proper fraction there, and also divisor. Next is divisor. That is the denominator of the proper fraction. So this is the way we convert improper to mixed fraction. I will repeat again. If you have an example 9 by 2, that means it is 9 divided by 2. So let us divide now 9. When it is divided by 2, 2 4s is 8, we get 4 as the quotient and 1 as the remainder. Same way, we have got this is the divisor. So, we will write the quotient which we have got now. Quotient is the whole number when we are converting into mixed fraction. 1, the remainder what we have got is the numerator. Then we have got 2 which is the divisor as the denominator. So, it goes like this. The number which we got first, that is the quotient, that is the whole number. Now I will show the next thing, that is how to convert the same mixed fraction to improper. I will show you with the same example so that you will understand better. So here we have got we are going to learn now how to convert the mixed fraction to improper. Mixed fraction to improper. We have got the mixed fraction as, what did we get? 4, 1 by 2. That is 4 is the whole number, 1 by 2 is the fraction there. Now when we have to convert this mixed to improper, we will start from here. That is, we will multiply the denominator and the whole number. That is, whole number and denominator, or denominator and whole number, whatever it is. Denominator into whole number. So, the denominator here is 2. We are going to multiply it with 4. Yes, that is the first step you are going to do. Then, we are going to add this with the numerator. We are going to add with the numerator. Numerator is 1. Then, we will write it with the same denominator. We are not going to change it. The same denominator we are going to write. So, we are going to convert it 2 into 4. That is, 2 is the denominator, 4 is the whole number. Multiply these two and add it with the numerator. Write it with the same denominator. So, 4 to 4 is 8. 8 plus 1 by 2. So, we have got 9 by 2. Do you remember what did we get here improper? We had started with the improper fraction 9 by 2. Yes. We converted into mixed fraction 4 1 by 2. The 4 1 by 2, again when we convert it into improper, we got 9 by 2. I'll show you another example. I'll show you another example. Look here. 16 by 3 is. So, we'll divide it 3, 16. 3 5 is 15. So, what is remaining? Again, 1 is remaining here. How will you convert it? 5. I told you the quotient what you got is the whole number. The remainder what you got is numerator. The divisor is this. So, 5 1 by 3 is the converted form of improper to mixed fraction. Then now the same thing 5 1 by 3 I am going to convert it into improper. As I told you, multiply these two. 3 into 5. 3 into 5 is, what is 3 into 5? 3 into 5 is 15. Then add it with the numerator, that is 1. Divide by the same number. So 15 plus 1 by 3, that is 16 by 3. Did you get back? Yes? So that is the way we convert the improper fraction to mixed fraction and mixed fraction to improper. Hope it is clear, children. So in today's class, we have learnt about the fractions. It is in the second semester reader, the chapter 7 in second semester reader. We have learnt about what do you mean by fractions. Also we learnt about the types of fractions, that is proper, improper and mixed fraction. Then we learned the conversion of improper fraction to mixed fraction and mixed fraction to improper fraction. Hope I am clear, children. That's all for today. Let us meet in the next class. Have a nice day. Thank you.